So this is my current art level. As you can see, I can literally only do stickman. Not impressive at all. Although I can do a little bit of animation like that. Yeah, that's basically it. Just so that everyone knows. Hello to my day 4? No, not November. Today I've been learning how to use Studio Paint and Blender. Although Clip Studio Paint, I've just been reading a book called... Hang on, let me get the name of it. The Master Guide to Drawing Anime by Christopher Hart. Not gonna lie, I did pretty bad. Whoops, there was some audio. So I recorded my session. So this is a recording of a recording. As you can see, it's 20 minutes long, so I won't bore you. So I was just setting things up. I draw on a 16-inch Wacom tablet, so that's why it looks kind of weird, all this. But yeah, as you can see, I was just drawing faces. It's on page, let me see, what page is this? So I was reading a bit on page 12, the Proportions 360 template. To be honest, doesn't really show you how to draw it. It just gives you, like, the front, right profile, back, left profile. It doesn't really show anything, like, step by step. I guess this is more of a book that assumes you know what you're doing already. So it might not be the best tutorial book. I might just do an online review instead. But yeah, as you can see, I just freaking doodle heads. And then now I got a little bit serious here. But I can't speed it up. Can I speed it? Okay, never mind. I'll just skip. So as you can see, this is a bit drawing here and there. Okay, this... Hang on, I skipped too far. So this part, there was a page inside this. It was page 16. There was creating variations based on toy template. So they had the basic head template. And that one looks simple. So I tried to draw here. As you can see, I had some difficulties. Then I created multiple layers. I used to use Photoshop in the woods. So I'm very familiar with layers. So yeah. Benefits of digital painting is that you don't need to mess with paper or erasers. As you can see, I finished the outline. I'm wondering here what's going on. I think this is the part where, yeah. I'm not very confident with my strokes. It sucks. I know. So learning a new hobby. Okay. So let's speed up a bit. This part I got confused because I didn't learn the software. I was just drawing. So I accidentally selected this, I think. I selected it by accident. And I just spent the entire time trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Okay. Now this is the part where I drew the eyes and stuff. So I went from the basic head template to the basic eyes template to the drawing the hair template. And then this is just basically looked at it and drew. As you can see, it was a pretty hard. I kept redoing it over and over again. But then I followed the guides and page I forgot what page it was. And page 12. Lining up the eyes a bit to the line. Drew a smile there. At this point I was like, this looks fucking ugly. But then I started adding the hair a bit. Very, very messy, I would say. And then, yeah. I suck. Yeah, I wrote that little there. But yes. And I just kept shading the face in. And I tried to create a second face and then an apple. But yeah. It was me learning 2D with a book I bought. And then yeah, it sucks. It very sucks. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Blender. Now this one's interesting actually. Because Because this one I actually had a video up. Blender Guru. He has a video tutorial part 1, so I was watching that instead of reading a book. I might have more sex. So I was basically just staring at the screen, I think, at this point. Or listening to him. Okay, where is it? Okay, so right over here, I just started fooling around with the controls. Getting the monkey out. Learning how to move the camera about. XYZ axis. And then turning on the lighting. Viewport shading. Then moving around the light, the sun. With the G tool and the Z, X, Y, Z tool. And then using the shift, I think, tool, shift command to move the sun in a different axis. Yep, there you go, that part. Very interesting. And then I think I went to learn how to use render. Yeah, there you go, I rendered it in. Then the camera, so apparently you had to press the numpad at this part to get into the camera, but I don't have a numpad, so yeah, my keyboard's 60%, so, or 80% keyboard, so I don't have numpads, so I don't know how to do this part. But anyways, I still continued. Messing around with the view, lock the camera view, and then after that I did some selected the Suzanne model. Added color, I think. Yeah, I added color. Made it a bit orangish. Okay. And then here is the render. I have to go back and forth. Because apparently, I can't... The windows are different. The window closes the render window every time I have to open it. So I guess I have to activate just capture screen. Which is fine. Yeah, here it is. I think this is the part where we added that party hat with the cone. Add mesh. And then apparently I used the movement. And then I press Z to move it up. Yes. It's moving around. So when did I press Z? There you go. Yeah, there you go. Moved it up. And then after that, use the scale option. Then we just shorten it, and then we moved it back down, stretched it upwards by the y-axis, then moved it up again. We finally gave it color. Hang on, I skipped that part. Added color to it. There you go. And then we just moved the camera around. I don't have my numpad, so I just had to do it manually compared to the tutorial. And then there's the part where they explain how to move the object. Using this one, I think. Yeah, rotation. So I just rotate the monkey, then the camera, moved it around a bit, and then found it right there. Oop, tada! Tada! But yes, that's the complete process. Alright. So that is day 4. I did not cover Unreal Engine 5 and Duolingo, but I think I'll do that in a bit. So yes, new hobbies, trying new stuff. No November.